Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this one I thought we could talk about why what you're manifesting is not coming to life, and whether you believe in the law of attraction or not. It has been backed up by religion. For example, let's say that you are more of a religious person. The Bible does say life or death is in the power of the tongue. The Bible says you have not because you ask not. Let's say that you are more of a realistic person like myself and you believe more in science. There are countless studies that suggest the power behind positive thinking, the magic of thinking big. There are even new studies that suggest that our brain can't tell the difference between what is happening from what has already happened, when talking about things like visualization. So why it is that what you have been manifesting for months and months and months and years and years and years is not coming to fruition? Well, my belief is because of self-limiting belief. If you harbor any self-limiting beliefs around what you're trying to manifest, then it's going to be very hard to bring it to fruition. And most people have not done, in my opinion, the shadow work that would allow them to realize the amount of self-limiting belief that they are carrying around what they are trying to bring to life. Let's say, for example, that you want 10 million TikTok followers. Now I know that this sounds like a shallow goal to some, but just bear with me, okay? If you genuinely believed down to your core, if you knew that it was a done deal. If somebody were to wake you up 4 a.m. in the morning and you would say, I know it's a done deal, I know source has already handled it, then why it is that you're every 15 minutes you're going on TikTok checking, did I get a new follower, did I get a new follower, right? If you're doing that, then that is proof, okay? It's proof positive that you do not believe that it's already done. If you did, then you would just film your TikTok, bring them out, in the universe, and believe that it's a done deal, that one day or another it's going to blow up. You were not even going to worry about the how. You would think, maybe someone with a bigger audience is going to share it or whatever. You would not even think about that because you would believe it's a done deal. I have asked source and period, okay? Let's say that you are trying to manifest romantic love. You want a spouse, a husband, a wife, a loving relationship, a healthy relationship, compatibility. If you genuinely believe down to your core that you are worthy and you are lovable, then you wouldn't take it personally if someone rejects you and you like them. You would just, be, oh well, they're not the one. I know my person's out there. I know, he's looking for me as much as I'm looking for him. I know he will find me. You wouldn't feel the need to change yourself when you meet somebody and, lie and pretend and portray, and obviously we all do this to a certain degree subconsciously, but I mean consciously. You wouldn't lie about having kids if you didn't believe that being a mother doesn't make you unlovable, for example. I'm just throwing out the example to show you how sneaky self-limiting beliefs can be. So it's really important to do shadow work. Go back deep down inside, take a pen and a paper and ask yourself, do you genuinely down to your core, down to your soul, believe yourself to be worthy of whatever it is you're manifesting? I know, for example, there are 2 things I'm manifesting right now that are not coming to life because of the self-limiting belief that I harbor around them. But the good thing is, I know the self-limiting belief that I have around them, and I'm working on it. If you don't even know what the problem is, then obviously you won't find a solution. Let's talk about money, right? Success, it's a big thing. Many people want to be abundant, right? And it will never cease to amaze me the amount of people that want money but harbor so many self-limiting beliefs around it. They are vibrating lack, and yet they wonder why they are not abundant, right? If you are very cheap, extremely frugal, and this is not to say that you can't spend any money, right? Saving is important, but still, if you genuinely believe that you're abundant, then you would not oversave. The things that people say, I think that people misunderstand things where the Bible say, the love of money is the root of all evil. If your family as a child said, money is the root of all evil, and you believe that, you internalize that, then you may deep down inside believe that money is the root of all evil. Then obviously money is not going to gravitate toward you. Money is not going to like you because you don't like money, right? You need to ask yourself, what are your beliefs around money? Do you believe that money is a scarce resource? This is a big one. A lot of people believe there's not enough money in the world. These are hard times, these are difficult times. Yeah, you know, the world is abundant. Think of people like Jeff Bezos, you know, Mark Zuckerberg, Warren Buffett. You know, a lot of people have a lot of money. A lot of people are harboring a lot of money, right? So if you believe money is lacking, think again. I mean, money is being printed right now wherever you are in the world, right? So there is a lot of money to go around. So ask yourself, what are your beliefs? Do you harbor any, you know, self-limiting belief, any negative belief around money? Do you believe yourself, you know, to be abundant and worthy of the finest things in life and deserving, you know, of it all? And I'm gonna say this, I believe that people who came from, you know, extreme poverty or poverty have a harder time attracting money because, you know, they vibrated a lot. For a long time they were around people who, you know, had the energy of lack and told them a lot of, you know, taught them scarcity mindset, taught them the lack mindset. And because of this, you know, you will find that people who grew up around money or, you know, have had a lot of money in their life are more likely to attract more money, because I find that they have the abundant mindset. They don't see money as this, you know, very rare, very scarce thing. You know, they believe they are worthy and deserving of money. And I think because of this, it's easier for them to attract money, right? Think of how people say you can take everything from very successful people and they will get it all back because of their mindset. And I really believe that this is because they believe that, you know, money is abundant. They believe they are abundant. They believe that, you know, they're friends with money and money comes to them easily. So really think, you know, what are your beliefs around money? What are the self-limiting beliefs that you have around them? Do you believe it is scarce? Do you believe you're abundant? Do you believe you are worthy of it? Do you believe you're deserving of it? You know, do you indulge in, you know, going and eat in a nice restaurant and get your nails done and get massages? And, you know, really, if, you know, your finances right now so permit, obviously, do you, you know, really bask in that abundant living, you know, what the girls, I guess, would call the soft life? And the same is true, you know, for romantic partnership. A lot of people harbor, you know, lack around it. They don't like, if you, I mean, fact is, right, there are almost 9 billion human beings on the earth. That is fact. That says there are 4.5, you know, at least 4 billion men, right? So how could you harbor the lack mindset around men? Really, this is something that never ceases to amaze me, right? If there are over 4 billion men, then obviously there is one for you. So don't, you know, tolerate disrespect, abuse, you know, crazy stuff just to hold on to this one person. You know, develop, and I'm going to film a video about this, a dedicated video. Develop the abundance mindset around everything. You know, understand if it's not him, it's somebody else. You really need to open your mind to this, understanding that, you know what, there are a lot of men out there. One of them is, you know, I'm his dream woman, like, period. Okay, I really wanted to film this video because, you know, friends and family members always ask me, you know, how is it that you always, you know, most of the stuff that you say you want, you always end up getting? And that's because I really believe that, you know, I have the abundance mindset. You know, when I'm manifesting something, I don't worry about the how. This is a big thing for many people. Many people are very caught up on the how is this going to come to me? How is this going to come to me? How is it going to happen? And you asking yourself how is already an admission that you don't believe it's going to happen. If you believe in source, if you believe, you know, in the universe, then don't ask yourself how. You know, I mean, there are many ways it could happen. Like, somebody could share, you know, if you're doing hair, nails, somebody could share your picture. A bigger person, like, could share your content. I used to, or I still watch this content creator called Hadija Mbow. Actually, she's from the Gambia and I'm from Senegal. These are neighbor countries. So, you know, I find like she's like my internet cousin in my head. Obviously, she doesn't know that I exist. And, you know, she had around 800 subscribers when a much bigger content creator called Tay Noir shared her content. And from one day to another, she went from 800 to like hundreds of thousands, you know, of subscribers. So this can happen for you. And not only about content creation. Let's say you're doing hair. Do you know how close you are of doing the hair of somebody that knows Kelly Rowland, Tiwa Savage? I don't know whose hair you are dreaming to do. You are closer than you think, you know, of your nail art being shared, of your, you know, eyebrows or lashes rather, sorry, work being shared. Like, you are closer than you think. So keep going. Do not worry about the how this is gonna happen. Ask yourself, do you harbor any self-negative belief around it? If you do, do the shadow work. You know, if you want me to tell you guys how it is I go about getting rid of self-negative belief. I can create a dedicated video about that, but before I end this video, I just wanted to share this super quick story time about, really, I want you guys, if you get nothing else of this video, to understand that human beings always follow through on who they believe themselves to be, not who they say they are. There's a big difference. Who they believe themselves to be at their core is who human beings always follow through on. I remember I had this amazing hairdresser. I talk about her all the time. She's truly gifted, and you know, and I say this, she's always late. I say this all the time. Oh my god, this is the one thing about her, right? She's always late. I guess nobody's perfect. And I remember on one of the enormous time where she was late to come at home and do my hair, you know, I asked her, you know, like, what are you gonna do on the day you go to do Beyonce's hair? Are you gonna be late too? And you guys, she gave me this look, right? And I just knew she's never gonna make Beyonce's hair. Like, she was flabbergasted at the fact that I even thought that it was possible for her to ever do Beyonce's hair, right? And that was so sad to me. That really broke my heart, you know. And I knew unless she really changed her mind and her mindset, you know, her business about doing hair is never going to be huge, because deep down inside she just doesn't believe that she's that good, which is truly sad, because she's really gifted, right? Years ago I used to live in the hood. Now I'm not talking about hood, you know, like not like American hood, you know, like there were no guns and stuff like that, but you know, it wasn't the nicest neighborhood. And I had this friend, and I told her, you know, one day or another I'm trying to move, you know, in the very city center of the city I live in Germany, right? And she was like, you're insane. How is that going to happen? You know, you don't have this and that and that and that. And I told her, I don't know, but I know it's going to happen. Like, I always believed. I lived in that apartment for 7.5 years, you guys. But the whole time I knew someday I'm trying to move out. I knew it's trying to happen. I knew this to my core, right? And you know, if you watch my apartment tour, you know that, you know, I no longer live there. I live in a high-rise apartment, you know, with floor to ceiling windows, and you know, it is my dream apartment. A lot of light coming in for content creation, a lot of whites, as you can see around me, and stuff like that. And I'm sharing all of this to encourage you to say, keep believing. You know, I was a child, I was 8 years old, and I lived in Senegal, West Africa, in a country where there is no plastic surgery whatsoever. And I told my cousin, someday I'm trying to get plastic surgery, and I did. And you know, back then she thought I was crazy. She's like, there is no plastic surgery in this country. Oh well, you know, it did happen for me. I think there is still no plastic surgery in Senegal to this day, and the year is 2023, right? Crazy. I'm sharing all of this to tell you guys, you know, there is power in believing. Believe. Do not, you know, focus yourself on how it's gonna happen. You could go out and, you know, pick up your mail and meet, you know, the love of your life, someone offering you a job opportunity. Stop focusing on the how, just focus on the power of belief. Believe and release, right? People talk about this all the time, the power of detachment, right? You have to release what you're manifesting. Don't be close to it. Like, think about, oh, why hasn't it happened yet? Why hasn't it happened yet? Why hasn't it happened yet? That means you don't believe it's happening, right? If you believe it's coming, if you believe it's happening for you, then you're not thinking how, why, when, how. No, it's, you said it, you ask source for it, source is delivering it to you, the universe is bringing it to you. It's a done deal, okay? It's done. Every time that, you know, your mind tries to play tricks on you, because your mind lies and asks you all these questions, it's done. Fear not, fear not, fear not, it's done. Okay, if you guys enjoyed this type of content about the law of attraction, I would love to create more, because I'm obsessed, clearly, and you know, it has really been working for me for the last like 5 years, ever since I discovered it. Actually, I realized I was manifesting long before I even knew about the law of attraction. But this video is getting way too long, so I'm gonna cut it here. If you enjoyed it, do not forget to give it a thumbs up in the comment section down below. Let me know, you know, what are your thoughts? Have you manifested anything? How did it happen? I love reading manifestation stories. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel as well, and I will talk to you guys on Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye guys.